Black tea. No milk, no sugar involved. Hello, I'm Josh Cross from Salt Lake City, Utah in the United States, and I want to share my personal journey going from being a preschool teacher teaching in China to now being in the US and teaching blockchain and cryptocurrency, and how I use the Ivan on Tech Academy to help me get there. I started watching Ivan's YouTube channel back in 2017 when I first really made the jump into crypto, and the timing was terrible because I first bought Bitcoin at I think $13,000 after it came down from $20,000 because it's so cheap. And then I felt like a genius when it went all the way up to $17,000 afterwards. And then of course I was quickly humbled once it kind of crashed down after that. During this time I listened to so many different YouTubers doing technical analysis. I joined Telegram groups and I even invested in ICO, and I wasted a good bit of money investing in garbage coins. And because of that, I watched all of it just kind of melt away. But there were very few YouTubers who were more interested in bringing value to the community rather than just trying to make a quick buck. And Ivan was definitely one of them. And they kept me in the industry instead of capitulating with everybody else because they gave me a broader view of what's actually being built here and a realistic expectation of how we're going to be able to do this and the timeline it's going to take. And I specifically remember one video where Ivan was being interviewed on human rights and blockchain and how inspiring it was, and so I really wanted to get more and more involved in it. That video and a few others encouraged me to buy my first Ivan on Tech Academy course, the Blockchain Deep Fundamentals course, and it was the best $90 I ever spent because if you have a fundamental understanding of this technology, you truly see the potential and the limitations of this technology so that you're less susceptible to scams and things like that, and you can see through the noise and see what has value and what doesn't. Now at the time I wanted to move back to the US, but I knew I couldn't come here and be a preschool teacher, so I saw this as my way of moving back to the US to do something bigger. I even bought the smart contract programming course and got through the JavaScript programming and into the C++ programming before I ultimately decided that programming isn't for me. But that's not a reflection on the course itself. Ivan and Philip did a great job of explaining complex topics in a really easy to understand and digest way. Plus, if you want to go to a university or a coding bootcamp, which I also seriously considered, you're going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. So it's crazy that there is this much content in this many courses for so cheap. Now, since those early days, I've taken the Blockchain Deep Fundamentals course a couple more times. I've taken the Blockchain Business Masterclass twice. I joined the amazing community over at Toshi Times, and those guys are so supportive and so open. And I've become an avid viewer of Good Morning Crypto, although I cannot watch it live because it's in the middle of the night here. Even as somebody who's not interested in programming, there's so much value that is brought by this academy. And that was before the DeFi course, which brings a whole new level of value, especially for those of us who aren't programmers. I'm continuing this for my family and my future because success is my duty, it's my obligation, and it's my responsibility. But it's not enough to just take the courses and sit on the information. You have to take action and you have to make yourself an active member of the industry. The biggest problem that this industry faces right now is obscurity. There's not enough people who understand how tremendously valuable this is, and so we need as many people as we can to learn about this and be able to educate and share with others. That's why I'm using the 6.5 years teaching experience and everything I've learned at the Ivan on Tech Academy and Good Morning Crypto to start my own YouTube channel called DeFi Now so I can educate my friends, family, and whoever else on this amazing technology. I'm not a programmer, but I'm using what I learned in the academy to take massive action and move forward. You know, I don't even know why you're watching this video anymore. You should stop procrastinating, stop wasting your quarantine time, go to the Ivan on Tech Academy, enroll, start learning now. Not tomorrow, not later today. You owe it to yourself to start learning now.